right, so I think it would be fun to demonstrate making coffee with this thing. So this is the Breville Barista Express. This is the bottom of the line device, and I'm waking it up. You can see from the blinking light that it's warming up. Doesn't take very long, and I've already emptied out the group head, so I'm ready to start. And the first thing I like to do is just run some hot water through the entire system, through the group head. We'll just toss that, and that way we can wipe out any remaining bits from the last pull, and also we wipe the filter above the group head, so everything is very nice and clean. Now I'm going to grind the beans. The beans are in this hopper. I just stick this thing in here. So the beans are now ground, and probably to about the right quantity. So what I do is I tamp down with the tamper, and then just in case there's a little bit too much, I use this thing, which they call the razor, to remove any that may be left over, sort of sitting at the top. You can see there is a little bit, and then I tamp down again. And then I clean with my finger. I just clean any bits that may remain around the outside here, so that it's clean when I put it into the place where you make the pull. And I'm going to do that. So I stick it in, set it all straight. Okay, we're ready to rock and roll. Now it's going to do everything automatically. Now watch this dial. This is not a temperature dial, this is a pressure dial. So as we start out, it's just getting the beans wet. It's not putting on any pressure except just enough to wet the beans. So it does that for a few seconds, and then it cranks up, and you can see we're sitting right in the middle of the green area, a little high. What that tells me is I could use a little less beans, or I could use a slightly coarser grind, but we're still smack in the green area. That means we're getting a good pull. And that's what we want. Okay, so now we're all done. Beautiful. Look at that crema. I mean, you could just drink that just absolutely as is. Now, what I usually do is just toss some half and half directly into that. But just for purposes of demonstration, I'll foam it. So first I take a little hot water and pour it in there, just to heat up the container. Toss that, pour in a little bit of half and half, very little. It's easy to overdo, don't overdo it. Okay, now I'm bringing it up to pressure on the foaming nozzle. All right, you're going to hear a thumping noise. That means we're up to pressure. So I shut it down for a few seconds, let it build up a little more pressure, and here we go. Clean that off. Now I'll just it purges itself afterwards to bring the pressure back to normal. And now I'll just pour this in, pour the foam on top. I'm not going to write with a heart or anything, but you can see the foam is all nice in there. And that's it. A terrific cup of coffee. I think I'll have some. It doesn't get any better than that.